Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to some more Zero Hour. Welcome back to the World Series 2023, and welcome back to another round number 2. This is the last one I am commentating on in round number 2. Not in the whole World Series. Don't panic, and don't want anybody panicking. This is the last one in round number 2, not the whole World Series. Up in the north, I'm just gonna check. Ooh, okay, it's infantry mirror. I just wanted to check the armies before we introduce the players. Up in the top, we have the green player. The massive noob that is Ganja. Now, me and him just have a little bit of banter every now and again. He calls me an a-hole. I call him a noob. He calls me a noob. He's a very, very funny character. You probably heard me speak with him many times on the microphone before, but yeah, he's very, very funny indeed. So yeah, we'll refer to him often as the massive noob here. I'm expecting the massive noob to lose, actually. Down in the south, we have the pink China infantry. This is Druncle. Or Dr. Uncle. I can't remember now if he's supposed to be Druncle or Dr. Uncle. I think it's Druncle, because he doesn't have a capital D and a capital U. That would be Dr. Uncle. I think it's Druncle. I don't know, man. But either way, we've got Ganja. So Ganja is one of the kings of going all in. Not the king, but he's one of the kings. I think Fargo might be the actual king of going all in with the Helix. But Ganja, when he's infantry on DEFCON, is primarily a DEFCON player. Very, very good DEFCON player. He will always he's always the one to go for like an assault troop crawler push pretty much every single game. Even though you know it's coming, he still does it. If he can go a Helix, he probably will still do it. So I'm expecting a lot of hard rushes from him. And in an infirmary, it is very strong. You'll be able to come in, pick off a bunch of stuff, and then unload and probably still win the game. Especially if it catches you off guard, which he has done here. Druncle has already lost one dozer, didn't get his bunker completed. War Factory's dead. Both dozers hunted. I think if he evacs now, he's just outright won the game. Needs to use them trucks to get the crush here. Ganja. This is why he's such a noob. Literally, what has he just clicked? I'm really confused about what that was. I think he was just panicking in his base because he was getting pushed by that outpost. But that army, yeah, didn't need to do anything. You could have just evac'd and left it, but I think he like double tapped Q or double tapped E and moved all his infantry. Either way, though, it doesn't really matter because all he has to do now is start doing a load of firewalls to stop the infantry, or make an assault troop crawler, or make a few bunkers. Probably bunkers is probably one of the easier ways to go. And just defend against this big infantry blob. Can also go for some more aggression. He might go around the back here and try and pick off the barracks. There's quite a few minigunners there now, though, so I'm not sure how much success it's going to have anymore. I personally think he should be dropping down bunkers, at least protecting that power. Bunker at the front, maybe a bunker at the side, bunker there. Just a hard bunker in now. He's got a supply on the left-hand side as well. Yeah. Helix is pretty low. I don't know about flying in and fighting the infantry. Yeah. Bit confused with the Licks play in general. Like, he keeps running away when he can actually take these fights. Oh, okay, maybe not now. There's too many minigunners. But he had 3 minigunners there. Now these are grouping up. Okay, he can't take it anymore. He's going to head over to the right-hand side. But he just needs to place down some bunkers now. Making a war factory. Place a few bunkers with a few minigunners inside of it. And this infantry push from Druncle will have a real hard time doing anything. Or assault troop crawler spam can also work as well. Ganja seems to be pretty sure that Druncle's not going to find this on the left-hand side. Actually, what you could do is either assault troop crawler here and defend, or he can send a flamer in the base, and that will probably end the game. So either one of them things is good. In a way, I do like it, the fact that he's just continuing to be aggressive, rather than just hunt the guy and then camp it out. Because you hunt the guy and then camp it out. It can feel a little bit lame, but he keeps it exciting by being aggressive. So 1-0 there for Ganja, the massive noob. Okay, down in the south position with the China infantry again. It's another infantry mirror. This is the green player. That is Ganja. Up in the north position with the China infantry, this is the yellow player. That is Druncle. So yeah, probably a bit shell-shocked from that Helix and Dozer Hunt. A very, very quick game there for Ganja. Is Ganja just going to do the same? I would not be surprised in the slightest if he just does the same, because even if you know it's coming, if the Elix comes in from the right angle, it can be very strong. It's looking like not Elix, looking like more... Okay, double barracks, okay. That's new. I think if a normal game plays out just like a without Druncle getting hard rushed, I have a feeling Druncle might win and just be of a slightly higher caliber. I might be wrong. I think it's quite an interesting and even matchup. But just because Druncle recently won a tournament where the experts and the top players were excluded, all the other players were allowed a chance to win a tournament, and Druncle won it quite convincingly. So just based on that, I tend to think if a normal game happens where there's not a rush involved, I think Druncle will just slowly take over. That's my prediction. I don't know, though. Druncle needed to evac that because now he's lost a load of HP because he let the outpost die. Yeah, Ganja's build here is a bit weird. I would have preferred to see barracks and an airfield, maybe. Funnily enough, if Druncle would have done the Helix, I actually think Ganja could be dead, because the same thing would have happened. Literally the same thing would have happened. Druncle's faster expanding and faster building his prop and dominating the map control. He's got control of that, got control of the right. He's got in that side of that bunker. There is a dozer here for Ganja. Ganja, you'll probably see him do some weird stuff, and I would consider this a little bit weird. Because if he just makes an outpost now, no matter what that happens to that dozer, he's just going to die. I mean, maybe this dozer was just got stuck there. Maybe it couldn't escape anyway, but it's just a bit strange. What you could do is actually, if Druncle's forgotten about it and just got these tank hunters locked on, you can actually go all the way around, build a bunker there, and use the mines to harass the trucks. And do the same there as well. Ganja's still on the move. He's bringing in a flamer over to the right-hand side oils. Assault troop crawler's made its way into Ganja's base, though. Ganja rushing Druncle's base with a dozer. Still. Flamer. Oh, that's good. Okay, Druncle's going to try to capture the base. He has the capture upgrade. Bit of a scrappy game, but Inf mirrors usually are a bit of a scrappy game. But yeah, Ganja's base getting captured is not ideal. I personally think he should have stayed in the assault troop crawler, because all of it's getting cleared up now. But when he was inside of the assault troop crawler, he killed that flamer quite easily. Oh, he's still killing a ton of stuff. He could have gone there and killed 2 trucks, and then just camped the war factory a bit. But either way, it's still quite a good attack and distraction, and now Druncle is using that time to gain the rest of the map. Actually, Ganja has that oil. Nice mid-kill. Ganja's struggling against these minigunners again. And loses that supply. And I think what I prophesized is kind of coming true. The longer the game plays out, Druncle took the map control and is causing significant issues for the Ganja. I think that MiG fired, but then I think the guy died before the missiles hit, and I don't think the MiG actually caused much damage. I mean, they all died of fire damage anyway, because the flamer. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Druncle loves an assault troop crawler, as you probably may expect in an Infamira. But he's just gone pure assault troop crawlers, not even any tank hunters mixed in there. Left hand side, there's a few tank hunters. There's a bunker there. If he's got one minigunner inside of it, it might stop things, but even if Druncle has even trade-offs here, which it doesn't look like an even trade-off, it actually looks positive for him. But even if he was having 50-50 trades, it'd be better for him because he has more economy, more map control. Whereas for Ganja, he needs like a 2-to-1 or 3-to-1 KD ratio because he's not collecting there, not collecting there. He has neither oil. He's taking more damage. He's behind an XP. And Druncle, I think, has evened things up here. It's going to be a 1-1, it looks like. Those minigunners are crazy strong, just wrecking everything. Lotus comes in now, capturing the airfield, and Ganja has been defeated. Well played there to Druncle, even things up relatively quickly and straightforward. And yeah, didn't need to do some hard rush like the Licks. Just went for a standard play. 1-1 is the score. Okay, jumping into the next match. We have the China tank for the green player, that is Ganja. Up in the north on imminent victory. Down in the south, we have the purple player with the China infantry. So an imbalanced matchup. This is Druncle. Okay, double war factory from Druncle. Ganja's got a lot of work to do here with the tank. It's very, very tricky to stop the double war factory spam. No matter which China you are, it's always going to be an issue to stop the double war factory spam of infantry. Because the outposts are strong. Got 3 tank hunters inside of there. They're all vetted. And although Ganja's stopped the initial push, kind of. Well, actually, what is Druncle doing? Yeah, Druncle, in my view here, is playing it quite wrong. In the sense that this build is all about continuing to spam for 2 war factories for ages. Do not interrupt that. So for a start, his perfect supply on the left is not a perfect supply. You're seeing all the truck movement there, so that slows your economy down. But also, building that barracks and making a load of tank hunters also slows your production down from the war factory. You want to keep spamming from those war factories for ages, even longer than you think you should. Like, don't build a prop, don't build a barracks, don't build anything. Keep spamming straight down the middle, left and right. Don't let any flamers get in your base. But eventually, you will overwhelm him. As soon as you slow down, because you've got an imperfect supply and because you've made a barracks and a few minigunners and whatever, that's when you're giving the tank a bit of time. I mean, if so strong, it probably still will work, but against some of the stronger players, like now, for example, this push is now so much weaker because you've allowed him time to get MiGs up. So yeah, I really hate to see this from Druncle, just completely butchering a really strong build order. Yeah, sometimes it is so tempting to like macro up, make a barracks, make an extra supply, all this kind of stuff. But as soon as you interrupt that 2 war factory spam, you throw away your chances of winning in an early quick game. And you give him more chance to get MiGs, napalm, bunkers, and settle more into the game. He's got his oil now. Yeah, you're letting tank off the hook there a little bit, in my view. Ganja got a nice line of bunkers, but the sad thing is for him, he's actually left a gap in his base on the right side. The MiGs, if they're reloaded, can take off now.
Strapped in and ready.
And shut that down. Has he seen it is the question. He has, and he stops it. But as soon as all these MiGs get up, the way to counter it now is to get a Super Lotus in the base and capture that airfield. But it's actually looking dangerous here for Druncle, and it should not be like this at all. As soon as those MiGs reload, they can come in and keep wiping out these outposts, and that supply now is going to get hit. Yeah, Druncle's in trouble here a little bit. Considering the matchup, he is in trouble. Oh, wow. Well, Ganja's totally... totally wrecking the infield, which is not meant to happen. Yeah, it's a Super Lotus you need to counter the MiGs now. A Super Lotus can still change the game and win the game for Druncle. He's got the Super Lotus on the left, but she's just chilling at the minute. I would be panicking, honestly. That Lotus needs to get in there ASAP. I'd just literally be getting the Lotus and just clicking in there and just hoping that she gets in, because at the minute, you're not going to be able to defend unless you get an ECM out, which is not an ECM out either. Any outpost you make to defend against this ground army is just going to get shredded by the MiGs. So yeah, you need to be panicking. Get that Lotus to the airfield, capture it, and then your outpost will be able to hold the ground push. Because currently, Druncle is losing a ton of stuff here. Okay, there is a flamer in Ganja's base, and Ganja has done a Boyka cell. He has just... A Boyka cell is a non-cell. You just don't sell. Let's 300 IQ move. Lotus wants you to sell. That's what that's what she wants you to think. Is that an albino dragon tank? It looked like it. Yeah, you need to get an outpost by this, Ganja does. But the whole base of Druncle is on fire. I don't know if he's going to be able to come back from that. Lotus is chilling on the left-hand side. But Druncle's last dozer is living right on the edge. Literally on the edge of the flame wall. On 0 HP. Oh, he's got another dozer anyway. But the next wave is on the way. Lotus gets found, and that's it. Yeah, Ganja's done it. Well, I'm eating my words, aren't I, compared to what I was saying in the previous game. Druncle's been defeated. Yeah, but it's because he completely messed up the strat. The strat is you make 2 war factories and you spam everything like there's no tomorrow. You get 2 perfect supplies and you spam everything. No barracks, no messing around, bunkers, expansions, anything like this. You do 2 war factories and you spam and you overwhelm him. Guarantee in the right hands that infantry could have won there. So 2-1 now for Ganja. Okay, jumping into the next one. We have the China infantry down in the south with the green. This is Ganja. Up in the north position with the red China tank, this is Druncle. So he's now the one with the work to do, although Ganja made it look quite simple and easy. Trust me, playing tank against the Pro Inf is not easy. Okay, Druncle going for... Don't know, actually. It's got to be mix. Although it's looking quite like a Helix. Ganja's gone for the 2 supplies double war factory. So it's going to be war factory with a flamer and a Helix, but... I'm not so sure it works for tank. We will see, though. Flamer moving in, but if that gets stopped, the Helix isn't going to achieve probably much on its own, I don't think. But certainly an interesting strat. Ganja has found it. And so far, this is not working out for Druncle whatsoever. It's probably going to be another Flamer. And that's going to get wrecked by the 6 tank enters inside of these 2 outposts as well. Helix coming in over on the right hand side. He could go in and try and get the dozer hunt. That's something you could probably get done with the Helix. He's just flown one past one dozer, which I find a bit strange. Alright, he stops the barracks. That's important. That means no minigunners from the barracks. But that Helix is already half HP, and I'm still not convinced he can stop the double war factory anyway. He's flying right over the tank enters. Is saving the war factory so far, but you need to finish off that dozer. Why does it keep flying past the dozer and just leaving it? War factory has gone down. Dozer's still alive. Gets the dozer. Okay. But the Helix taking immense damage. Double flame all over on the left. It's an outpost to counter the licks, but at that moment you did need another flamer because they just got evac. But how were you to know, I suppose? Ganja bringing in a truck to get the crush. Tank Hunter's really going for the kill on that war factory. They're going to get it because the crushers here are non-existent for Ganja. And I totally missed this, but a flamer from Ganja is actually countered and flamed down the base. So yeah, that's the Ganja win there. He's going to go 3-1 up here. Wow, well played to you, Ganja. But it was a weird strat by Druncle. I don't think I've ever really seen that before, actually. So it shows you how rare and a bit of a unique and weird strat it is. But it is tank against inf. You've got to try something funky like that. But Ganja made it work with just a normal game. So GG. Well played. 3-1 for Ganja. Okay, jumping into the next one. Up at the top of Snowy Drought, we have the green player, GLA Vanilla. This is Ganja. Down in the bottom spot, this is the purple super weapon. This is Druncle. Super weapon against GLA. Okay, so Druncle will go for a normal build. I think he's saving for a firebase there. Bit odd. Tunnel going up in the middle there for Ganja. He's going to have his first technical out. V getting dropped off and double dropped off by Druncle. But that V is low, and that Chinook is taking big damage there as well. Oh, why didn't Ganja keep firing? He could have made that Chinook move slowly, and that would really impact Druncle going into the rest of the game. Yeah, weird he let that off the hook. But he is now pushing with 3 technicals. Is that a TNT? Could get both Vs here, if it is. Goes for the supply. Supply's good. I mean, you could have killed both Vs there as well, but probably the supply is better, actually. Ganja with a big tech RPG and a worker drop-off. Gets the MDs here as well. Did lose 1 technical for it. I would like to see 2 RPGs at least put inside of that. Because when the Vs come here, that will do some big damage. Druncle's got a decision to make now. Do you just abandon this position and you won't be able to collect on your main probably for the rest of the game? Or do you just... or do you try to fight it? Both are difficult decisions there. Okay, so he decides to abandon his base. He's still collecting from there, so this can still work out. Ganja now needs to also make a decision. Is he going to go and try and counter into the base, or is he going to try to hold this? Probably personally prefer, in this situation, to go for the counter. Need to do a TNT here, get the fire base and the barracks in one, and then come in with your ground army. But the TNT has failed. And now Ganja's main base is in danger. It was looking really good for Ganja, but now I think these Vs might be able to close it out. Extra supplies have already been dropped down by Ganja as well. Ganja needs to spend some of his money because he's at risk of losing the whole game here. So you would be dropping down the tunnel, actually, he needs even a replacement barracks, so you could be dropping down one in the bottom right, for example. Tech RPG comes in for Ganja. He does get 1 V. Ambulance moves in. Ganja gets the ambulance. Hellfire there gets picked off. Ganja floating 4k now. He's now building the barracks, but this is the only part where it's in danger, so it would have been better down here. Chinooks are taking damage in the main base. Ganja desperately needs tunnels in his main base. Tech RPG comes in again, and the Vs are getting deleted. Yep. Well played there to Ganja. Got a V drop right in front of the arms dealers. Druncle really going for the aggression here. Tech RPG comes through again. Any damage taken on these Vs though, not going to be able to heal that easily unless he gets a battle drone. Another technical out for Ganja, but the micro is very poor. It should have come out and gone straight through that wall and gone straight for the crush. V drops again for Druncle. That Chinook just needs to be a little bit further forward. I reckon that Chinook's going to die. Yeah, it's got the V inside of it as well. Chinook goes down. That's an expensive loss there for Druncle. Druncle has been defeated. Wow, Ganja's making this look quite a simple and straightforward set. He's looking leagues above Druncle. Maybe I'm going to eat my words here. 4-1 now for Ganja. Okay, into the reverse down in the south position with a green super weapon. This is Ganja. Up in the north position with the yellow Jelly Vanilla. This is Druncle. Okay, Ganja sends a dozer over to the right to stop this tunnel from being built. It's a very common spot over there. Pretty much, yeah, if you're in the top spot, you will always try and take this bunker. Because the worker can hide in there. If you get the tunnel up, you can put your RPGs inside of there. It's very, very strong. Yeah, Ganja really needs to stop this from getting up to get off to a good start. He's gone for a big size kind of strategy where you go for the forward supply. He's not boxed in any of his dozers though, so he could get hunted later on. This worker's going to get stopped. Ganja's not paying attention. Oh my god. Ganja, man. Why didn't you just stop the worker? You could have run it over the dozer. You were like, what was he even looking at? You had two things to micro on it, one V and one dozer. They're right next to each other, all on the same screen. And he let that tunnel get up, and that's a really bad start now. It was going to be a decent-ish start, but now it's bad. Druncle copying the tunnel position. Another V gets picked off. V's getting picked up by the Chinook. Not sure where they're planning to go. Technical end of this base is the TNT. Force fire to ground gets the dozer. Ganja loses a Chinook with a V inside of it, and this is... It started well, the first 30 seconds or first 60 seconds. But then the last minute or so has been, yeah, particularly bad. This is so annoying for the USA. On top of this hill like that. Yeah, Ganja losing a lot of Chinooks. He's got this V-push coming, though, which always makes an appearance no matter how bad a game is going. Is he going to be able to outright kill Druncle, though, with that? Because he needs to do some serious damage, because Ganja currently has one Chinook, and it has, like, 1 HP. I think Druncle could just leave his base and just build a load of tunnels here. This can be his new base, and also just base trade. Because he's going to kill the base of Ganja faster than Ganja's going to kill all the buildings of Druncle. Yeah, Ganja's buildings are all going down. I think you can just click on that now and just go AFK. Those Vs are coming, but just focus on the supply. It doesn't matter how many units you lose now. Ganja has been kicked. GG. Well played, Druncle. Bringing it back a little bit. 4-2 is now the score. Okay, jumping into the next one. Sovereignty map we've seen a few times in this World Series, but not loads, though. Up in the north position, we have the green player with the USA Air Force. This is Ganja. This tree got banned from ranked maps, by the way. Shame, shame really. If Cezanne knew about this, he would ban that tree. A mapper's not allowed to select that tree anymore. Cezanne has decided it's on his excluded list. Down in the south, we have the blue GLA Stealth for Druncle. Got a little heart shape here, or a Mickey Mouse. In the middle. It's quite a cool and interesting map. As I said before, on this map, you've got the one supply, you've got 3 oils. Usually one supply maps are not that popular, but because you've got the 3 oils and 1 supply, it does still end in an interesting game. If you just had 1 supply there, basically just promotes doing a low economy, all-in rush, basically. Workers are very good at getting past fire bases, but there is a ranger there to help out. Worker up at the top left as well. That's a nice technical. He hasn't got the technical veterancy, which is a massive mistake there from Druncle. Has he accidentally selected Marauders or something? They've also just played random v random and not gone in and out, so they haven't had time to think of a build order. It's literally straight in, and that's it. Has he clicked something else? Because there's no reason why you don't get a technical veterancy here against the US. Yeah, very poor there from Druncle. Like, he's stealth, so he can't have even selected, like, the Marauder. Like, what's he clicked? Okay, Tech RPG comes in for Druncle, but you see how easy that technical's going down. It would have lasted a tiny bit longer with the technical veterancy, but that's what you got to do. You don't just not get the veterancy because technicals just go down too easy. He's now got it, see, but his first few units he didn't. It shows he's maybe not concentrating as much as he needs to be. However, he's still in an okay position. He's got a nice line of tunnels pretty much everywhere, including up in the top left. Yeah, Ganja's actually got the stealth tunnel problem in his main base. Tentacles pick off a V. Okay, TNT there from Druncle. Hits 2 Vs. Very nice. So yeah, Ganja's in quite a lot of trouble here, because if he pushes there, he's going to run into stealth tunnels. Pushes there, he's running into loads of stealth tunnels. If he hangs around in his base and tries to clear that, he could get pushed from the front. So I think Druncle's doing pretty well here with the stealth. Okay, Ganja starting to push out now. Ganja continuing to push, but he loses a V there, and the palace is established now. Buggies are going to be out. And Druncle has the entire map, it seems. Just needs to pick off a few more Vs, and I think it's his game. Ganja is still Air Force, worth saying, and he still has 3 oils and a supply. So where there's a will, there's always a way with Air Force, for sure, but it's looking more and more against the odds, I think, for Ganja. V's pushing maybe a little bit too close here. I think he's going to lose a ton of stuff. Yeah, he's losing pretty much every single V. It's very bad there by Ganja. He's going way too close, but I think he already threw in the towel. GG. Druncle bringing it back, man. It is 4-3 now for Ganja. Jumping into the next match down in the south of Sovereignty. This is the green Gile Stealth. That is Ganja. All the way up in the north position with the USA Air Force in the yellow color. This is Druncle. So he's on a bit of a roll. Bit of momentum coming back. Was he 4-1 down at one point? I've lost track now. I've lost track. Druncle going for a War Factory Barracks. And 4 oils firebase over on the right. If you were watching Marikar play, he definitely would keep his CC, make a ton of barracks, get the oils, and then make a War Factory later on. And I think it takes some balls to do that, but the more I watch it, the more I think it's pretty good. Because the first few technicals that comes in, as long as you've got missile defenders in certain places to cover your oils, defend against any technicals. Yeah, technicals can get laser locked and you can capture your oils. Generally, like blobs of missile defenders out and about can do more damage to technicals than actual having a V out. But Druncle, yeah, he sold his CC, going for the 3 oils. Ganja with no aggression yet. I would like him to pop a technical from there and just at least try to get this oil deny. I think that's probably what most GLA players will be thinking. Go boom, boom, boom. Stop 3 oils are at a huge advantage. Ganja's coming in, but he's way too late with that technical. He stops the Ranger, but he loses a technical. And the Ranger had actually already got the oil, so it doesn't make any difference whatsoever. Ganja cap in the middle oil. Just got a second arms dealer. 3rd oil going to be captured there in his base. 3 altogether. Needs to get that one. Extra supply for Ganja down in the bottom left. Extra supply for Druncle over on the left side. Technicals that get stopped, but ambulance, no, it hasn't taken any damage actually, or really a little bit of damage. V is damaged, but will be repaired. Technical coming in for Ganja again. Is that TNT? It certainly looks like it could be. Goes for the firebase, gets the firebase. Additional supply going up for Ganja on the right. Big pop there from Ganja. Ambulance is going to get picked off by the looks of it. But Druncle still got all of his V's alive. Big pop again from Ganja. The problem is without an ambulance, these won't heal unless they've got a battle drone above them. And so far, it's got a UAV drone and the Hellfire drones. No battle drones. So the ambulance is probably coming out now. The army heading over to the left. That is the way through, actually. That is definitely the way through. No tunnels in this area. You could stop that, but I think he's just going straight for the base, and I like that. Go straight for the base, because killing them arms dealers is the primary target. Decides to fight these tunnels. That wasn't cancelled there by Ganja. He's going to lose the ambulance again, or it's going to take at least a load of damage. Needs to get the battle drone on that ambulance and start pushing here. Needs to stop that palace. So Druncle is clearing out the map. However, still think putting pressure on the arms dealers was maybe the right thing to do. But as the GLA, would you rather get that palace cancelled and lose that barracks, that arms dealer, or would you rather lose a bunch of tunnels in the middle? Probably would rather lose a bunch of tunnels, because then when you get buggies and quads out from the arms dealers after the palace is ready, you can do more. Level 3 though, and the carpet does not kill the palace. Bees are getting picked off though. Big engagement. Druncle garrisons the little church building thing. Barracks gets picked off. Druncle pushing deeper into the base. A load of technicals coming in there. 1V gets picked off. It was a Vet 2V. Gives a Vet 3 technical. TNT attempt. This V micro is kind of nice from Druncle. Nice little bit of skill shown there. And he kills all them technicals. Yeah. Was that bad micro by Ganja or good from Druncle, or a bit of both? Tempted to say a little bit of both. Ganja only collecting on 3 workers on his main and floating nearly 10k, whilst probably about to lose to just 3 Vs and an ambulance in his base. Buggy's now out. See how quickly the tide changes when the buggies are out. Just wrecking them Vs. One oil has been picked off, or actually 2 oils in total, and the Vs have now been cleared. Spectre gunship comes in on the remaining oil, and there's another wave of Vs here. A lot of Vs, actually. John Miguel is out. Chinooks are brought in to deflect the missiles from the palace and the buggies. So far doing an okay job, actually, at deflecting most of their missiles. Palace is cleared. These continue to push forward. Yeah, you see the nice plays here from Druncle. The V micro down here, and now the Chinook play. Deflecting the buggy rockets. I do like that. The 1V escapes around the back. It gets a lot of damage done, but ultimately gets cleared. Ganja still collecting on the right, now collecting on the left, collecting on the bottom left, and has a refinery. Next wave of V's is coming, and Druncle is going all out. Combat Chinook's ready now as well. Yeah, Combat Chinook's probably catching Ganja off guard there. Don't think he has any or many quads out. Maybe does he have one inside of there? He makes a quad now. He doesn't have AP bullets though. Still floating 7k. No reason why you shouldn't have a market like over here or something, and upgraded worker shoes and AP bullets. And Ganja has been defeated. Druncle pulling this back. We're all even at 4-4. Jumping into the next one. We're on Tournament Desert with the Gile Demolition in the top of the map. With the green, this is Ganja. Down in the south position with the USA Laser, this is the yellow player. That is Druncle. Okay, Druncle has gone for a 1 oil. And then we'll do a delayed war factory. The problem is, though, if that technical is super quick, which it could be, because it's a real arms dealer straight away, and just queued straight across the map over there, it can... it could be denied. It'd have to go out there, in there, straight out of there, ultra quick and over here. I don't know if he's going to be able to stop it, actually. I think this technical is slow. I think that should have been out already, actually. Yeah, that's quite slow, I think. Yeah, Druncle's off to a good start there. He's not boxed his dozers. However, getting a 1 oil lead there straight away against the GLA is very nice. Okay, technical coming in for Ganja, Tech RPG. For some reason, leaving the dozer alive. Do not understand that. V nearly going down. Technical comes in, crushes 3 MDs. Nice. These RPGs, again, are just chilling and doing nothing. Like, why are they not firing on the Chinooks? Okay, I understand that one. Kind of chasing that when that could have been picked off by even a technical. But this RPG micro from Ganja is not that great. Alright, technical now from Ganja. Straight down the middle of the map. Is a TNT, but it gets stopped. 1 hits, but doesn't kill anything. Ganja now with a third supply. Only 4 workers on his main. Tech RPG from Ganja, but it's only 1 RPG. TNT comes in on the supply. He's got 1 left inside of there. I don't think he has, though, has he? No. If he did, he could have killed maybe the dozer or the ambulance just then. But instead, that technical's going to get wasted. Yeah, all these little tiny details, the GLA really needs to be focusing more. Right, CC being built by Druncle. He's scared of getting hunted after losing that dozer over on the right to the demo trap. Druncle picks up some ranges, I believe. Technical comes in for Ganja. Needs to force fire to ground, but he did not. That'd have been a perfect force fire. Maybe could have killed 1 or 2 Vs there. Yeah, combat drop going to come in on this building, I think. Okay, that's weird. Normally you see that one dropped. He's still going to stop the workers though, actually, so it's kind of okay. Demo trap. Oh, it's 3 demo traps. It does kill the oil. Bit of an unconventional way to kill the oil, but he does it anyway. These run straight into a fully loaded bunker. If you were going to push that, that's why you should have combat dropped that. So that's pretty poor there from Druncle. After the impressive play in the last game. I mean, he has stopped the workers there. That's great. But if you're going to push it anyway, you might as well have dropped that. Bunch of technicals now coming in. 1V gets deleted. Ganja does not have his oil yet. Still collecting on 4 workers on his main. He has remade this, the workers on the left. There's a TNT in the base and it hits the strat. But he's not bringing the additional unit with him as well. That's what you're seeing a lot of the top players do nowadays. Just bring 1 additional. You'll get your strat for 3 TNTs. And then you can pick off a dozer as well. Just like an extra bit of damage. So TNT from the barracks costs $200. If you pick off a dozer, it's worth 1,000. So you can do the maths. It's very, very economical to be hitting the dozers. These run into their death a little bit here. Although there's a bit of poor micro there. The technicals were moving when they should have been focusing down that ambulance. For some reason, that ambulance survives, which I'm very confused about. Yeah, barracks now getting picked off for Ganja. This technical gets picked off. And Ganja's main base is now in danger. Those 2 arms dealers looking like they're going to get stopped. Technical gets sent just to its waist. Yep. Yeah, not sure what Ganja's doing now. He's building another arms dealer over here. Has got a technical inside of the base. He has picked off a V. Druncle's only collected on 1 supply, but he's got 4 Chinooks on that 1 supply. Yeah, demo trap there. He needs to get a drone. He's got no drone whatsoever, Druncle. It's kind of like big size style. Yeah, big size for probably years or months even. He would just not make a drone on this army just like that, and then he just walk into a demo trap. Always want to have one drone at least Just a UAV drone, just to scan. What might be there. Like this one's getting revealed by that drone, for example. Ganja trying to hang in there. He's coming in with a TNT from the right. An extra supply is being built. A laser tank out to defend the right. TNT comes in, hits the power. Laser tank going to go low power. Yep. Okay, Tentacle did get the MD, but again, he keeps wasting them. Like, you might need these units at some point. Like, he kind of does a TNT, and then he doesn't mind losing it every single time. Okay, V's running into this bunker again. You see, if that had been combat drop from the beginning, none of this really would be happening. That building would have died to fight in the tunnel. But instead, lots of V's died. But I still think this is Druncle's game. It is. Ganja quits out. GG. Druncle goes up 5-4. Okay, jumping into the next one. We have USA Laser down in the south for Ganja. And up in the north, we have the Gilly Demolition for the red player. That is Druncle. Druncle just needs one more and he is through to the next round. But based on their performances today, no matter which one of these players goes through, what chance do you give them against some of the top level players where they're not going to be making any mistakes? Like Vivid, for example. Like Fargo, for example. What chance do you give such players? Currently, based on what I've seen, I think I've seen a little bit too many mistakes. However, you let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Got Ganja boxing in his dozer down in the bottom left and going for a drop with the other dozer inside of a Chinook. TNT is quite late to get over there for Druncle. Ganja off to a positive start, and I think he's going to go and drop a V over on the left-hand side. Those are dropped off back in the base. He's waiting for him to make more workers, hopefully get some run over. V gets dropped off. Nice control so far by Ganja. When his back's against the wall, he is playing fast, and to go for a drop, also double dropping the dozer is not the easiest thing to do. Bit of multitasking involved there. That is an extremely nice crush, though. Oh my goodness. Druncle's off to an extremely bad start. Like, yeah, that V's going to go down, but you've just crushed a ton of workers. Both with the dozer. Did the dozer kill many, actually? But mainly that V there, crushing the RPGs as well. Very, very nice start there for Ganja. Okay, Ganja building a 5-ace next to his war factory. He's building up pretty much unhindered. If we have a look on Ganja's vision, he's got 3 full Vs and an ambo pushing out across the map. Is he going to run into that demo trap, though? That is the moment of truth. Let's see. It's quite well hidden there in the trees, but the Vs are going slightly to the left. He seems to be aware it could be that, and he is. Finds it. Big technical push. Or pop, really. Pop, rather. And those technicals pop at the wrong time. Oh, he does kill a V for it, but I still think he's going to lose that supply. Because they popped as all the missiles were firing at him, so they started with low HP there. And that supply is now in danger. 2 more technicals coming over. Blaze lock comes in. Is a TNT, but it has been moved out of the way, and so far every unit there from the red player has been stopped. Okay, reinforcing V from Ganja is empty though. At least it's taking some of the damage, because that's the important one there. Another job coming in from Ganja. Yeah, Ganja's playing quick now. He's reinforcing this army rather than walking the long way all the way across the map. 5 ace in his base, so it means he can't get counted, or can't get counted as easy. But it's looking like this is going to go to a decider, isn't it? Druncle is in trouble now. Don't know what he's going to do against them 4 Vs and the ambo. Technical coming in from the back. It's the TNT attempt. Sadly for him, it does not work out, and Druncle has been defeated. We're heading for a decider. 5-5 is the score. Okay, moving on to the decider. Up in the top position of sovereignty, we're back on this map. DoMiNaToR for the green player. There is Ganja. Down in the south position, we have the pink player. DoMiNaToR also. The Tox mirror. This is Druncle. Druncle going for a double barracks. Ganja also going for a double barracks. Both of them are real. So what I'm expecting to happen here, I thought that war factory would be quicker. Apparently it's not. And I also thought the top player would have better tunnel positions because of the worker spawn. Because the worker spawn, the south war factory should be faster. And the top player should have tunnels in better positions earlier. And the top player does have better positions earlier for the tunnels, but also the first technical is actually out for green and then pink. Okay, technical coming in for Druncle. Gets stopped, though, quite easily. Technical coming in for Ganja into Druncle's base. There's a TNT right here. He's going to try and stop the rebels, but I don't think he's in time. Oh, he is in time, actually. Wonder if he's going to be able to get in there. Oh, he is. So Druncle's economy there is off to a worse start, that is for sure. Ganja expanding rather quickly up at the top left. Druncle expanding on the right. Needs more workers on his main because he just lost a few. More technicals now coming in for Ganja. Keep it on the pressure. Not wanting to mess around here. Tech RPG, and that oil down at the bottom left is going to get killed. Druncle coming in with his own tech RPG, but once again, there's no micro sometimes from Ganja. And of course he's going to lose it. Of course he's microing now, but right at the start there, he was taking damage from the RPGs whilst not moving. He still killed everything there, I suppose. And he is doing damage to that oil, but Druncle's expanded on the left and expanded down the bottom left. Okay, Ganja clearing up over on the right hand side, and now Druncle's base is a little bit open. Those Scorpions could easily push here and start putting pressure on this oil. Ganja has the middle oil. He's on 2 arms dealers. He has the refinery in the top left. Druncle does not have the bottom left refinery. A big push now from Ganja. I'd say Druncle is in real trouble. He's an oil behind. He's actually, yeah, he's 1 oil behind. Refinery behind. And map control on the right, specifically behind as well. And his oil in his base is in danger. Druncle trying to hold on, but this amount of Scorpions is holding for now, but he's still on the back foot. Ganja is creeping further and further forward. A load of Scorpions now repop for Ganja. He cancels that tunnel. Can just remake more though. Ganja has he had like 5k in the bank. He's just spent a bit. Okay, Scorpion tank standoff between the 2 players, but Ganja has a quicker palace, and he's expanded on an extra supply on the right. So he's on 2 supplies on the right, oil there, and Druncle has 1 supply over on the left. He's going in for a counter attack of his own. And Ganja deciding to hold, well, try to hold this. He's going to back off inside of his tunnel. He's actually going to go for the main base. Okay, that's a big decision there from Ganja. Decides to actually just purely counter-attack. Counter the counter. Well, Ganja, very, very indecisive. He's not only losing that battle, but he's also just not going into the main base. Druncle's actually the one deciding to go back. Do love a Scorpion battle. Okay, Druncle coming in probably with superior numbers, but Ganja is coming in with 2 battle busters, and that is a massive game changer. All of these Scorpions now for Druncle are going to get absolutely shredded. Going to be super, super surprised that they just rocked up. And I think that's it. Like, with that major fight there, that's got to be Ganja's game now. So many Scorpions lost there for Druncle. Ganja's way ahead in XP. He's already level 3. Druncle's still got a bit of work to do to get level 3. And you're backing off for the time being. Both players were floating like 8k then. I don't understand why there's not more tunnels, and also creeping down here with your worker, building one in the back. Trying to creep here, for example. Just get the surround on your opponent. Ganja's been floating quite a few times throughout this set. 8 to 10k. Okay, Ganja coming in with a massive force once again. 3 battle buses this time. And there's no palace, I don't think. Oh, there is a palace over here, but no battle buses to show for it. I think he's making them, though, Druncle. Battle buses rock up, and I think that arms dealer is now in danger. I think Ganja has the Anthrax Gamma upgrade, which is not in play for Druncle. Scorpion's coming in for Druncle. He's trying to chip away some of Ganja's army with his own battle bus. That's looking pretty rough. All the arms dealers are getting hit. There's one remaining here. That one's going to die. Bit of a battle bus trade-off. Druncle has no units left. Ganja is about to go through to the next round. I think he's getting the bounty money there for all the kills. Druncle just sending tanks to its death. Maybe he would be better going for that counter-attack after all, before. Just kept pushing because he went back to the base. Could have dropped down as many tunnels and stingers as possible to try and hold, and then go for Ganja's base. Because he had to try Symphony, he had to take a risk because he was behind. Fortified structure now in play for Druncle. Take Ganja a little bit longer to kill him. But otherwise, I don't think Druncle has a chance to win. Ganja was floating 15k then. Ganja's level 5. Sneak attack, Anthrax bomb. Anthrax over here would be nice. But yeah, there's nothing that's going to stop that amount of buses. He's got so many buses in his main. Oils are getting killed. And yeah, Druncle sadly is going out. He's been a very, very formidable player, strong player in the World Series so far, but maybe met his match today in Ganja. I mean, Druncle's still in the game, but the chances of winning now are so slim. The only thing you can hope for is a Ganja disconnection, really. Let's be real. But Ganja's just making so many buses. Look at all them buses. Just delete these tunnels with ease. Sneak attack from Ganja in front of the palace. Druncle's base is becoming smaller and smaller. Druncle has been defeated. GG. Congrats to Ganja. He will go through to the next round. Can't remember off the top of my head who he will face, but the link is down below. Very, very close, hotly contested set there. Very, very well done to both players. Ganja will proceed to round 3.